Hi there everybody, great to be with you again. Okay, so let's see, next stream is on Thursday, which will be the 18th of January at 3:45 UK time. So it's lovely to be with you all again. Okay, so welcome to Yuri, welcome to Manisko, welcome to Renyard, welcome to Vitali and to Bogdan and to Renyard again, and to Adam is with us and Oksana is with us. Lovely to have you both. And I think that's it for the moment. So we will probably have more as time goes on. Okay, so we were doing this article about Orson Welles' presentation of Mars Attacks, which was a radio program that imitated an attack by Martians. And they're asking if there was really a huge panic by people, or if that was just hype. So this helped solidify the impression that Wells's show had created, projected, made, hatched hysteria. Hello Mohammed Yassin in Bangladesh, lovely to have you. Oh, this is going to be good. So we've got created from Renyard and made from Vitali and Bogdan. Let's see what other people say. Okay, so created for Adam, created for Ronan, lovely to see you. You're most welcome. It's about 720 at the moment, 720. And okay, and made for Manisko. Okay, to hatch. Well, you hatch a plan. To hatch is to sit on an egg and to wait until it comes out. Made for Oksana as well. Okay, I think this is going to be a really interesting one. To project. You don't project hysteria. Yeah? I guess you could project from someone else. Hi, Diwash. So, created or made hysteria? Alex goes for created. You hatch a plot, absolutely, to hatch a plot. Hysteria makes an effect. And Oksana's now going for created. Hi to you, Alex, great to see you. To sow hysteria, that's a brilliant word, Yuri. I like it very much. That's a really good word, to sow hysteria. Okay, yes, it's create hysteria. Created. Had created hysteria. A hatch. Okay, yes, a hatch is an opening, a doorway. Or to hatch, to is a thing in drawing as well. So created, it's created. Who gets? Yeah, Renyard. Well done, Renyard, Adam, and Ronan. Okay, and Alex L as well. Created. It was definitely created hysteria. I don't know how you make hysteria. You make people hysterical, but make hysteria, no. Okay. And let's go on. There were threats of lawsuits and calls, shouts, claims, urges for censorship and regulation of radio content. So there were threats of lawsuits and calls, shouts, claims, urges Ah, Patricia, ma chérie. Je suis enchanté que vous êtes ici avec nous. Okay, so lovely to have you, P. Vitali goes for calls. Dewash goes for calls. Alex for calls. Bogdan for calls. Renyard for calls. Calls for from Adam. Yes, calls from Oksana. Okay, so very definitely this is people are calling out for. People are demanding. There are calls for, in Britain there are calls for a return to the European Union. There are calls for political change. Hi Sharon, lovely to have you. Calls for Sharon, lovely to see you. Shouts for, I guess shouts might work. No, calls for is not actions for. Calls for is people requesting. Do we usually make only? Yes, make something creative is a good general rule. To make pictures, make essays, make a picture. That's lovely, Patricia. Yes, I hope she's feeling better. You're quite right. Calls for from Ronan as well. So calls. Yeah, requests, demands. Yeah, there are calls for his resignation. Clamour for. I like that clamour. Clamour is a really good word, Vitaly. Thank you. There were people clamouring for. CBS calls for, clamours for. Yes, B. CBS hastily called a press conference where Wells repeatedly refused, denied, declined, waived, barred that he had intended to deceive anyone. So, Renyan, I wish that you recover. I wish that you recover. That's a very nice wish, Renyard. So, Bogdan goes for denied. Dewash and goes for denied. Alex L for denied. Denied for Oksana, and denied for Vitaly, and denied for Sharon, and denied for Renyard as well. And denied for Adam. Okay, to bar is to say, to tell somebody they can't come back. You're barred from this pub. You're barred from this restaurant. You can't come back. You're barred from school. Okay, denied for Yuri as well. To waive, you waive a right, is saying I don't want to use this right. To waive it, to send it away. Yeah. Declined that he had intended. Okay, so for Manisco, denied. To decline, if you're offered something, Manisco, you decline it. He offered me a glass of cold water, but I declined. The bank declined my application for a loan. Barred, banned, same meaning exactly. To waive is to forego a right, to not take a right. To decline is to say no to an offer. To refuse is like to decline. To refuse is to say no. And then to deny is I didn't do it. So, denied. Yeah, I didn't do it. This is Bart Simpson. I'm innocent. It wasn't me. I wasn't there. I didn't do it. He denied that he had any intention. Yeah, good. That's very positive, P. Whoops. Ultimately, the Federal Communications Commission explored, searched, inquired, delved, investigated the incident and found no law had been broken. But networks did have to agree that they would be more cautious with future programming. He declined my invitation for a kiss. Silly man. So, hello Manji, lovely to have you. Hi Manji. So, investigated for Bogdan, for Vitali, for Renyard. Investigated for Dewash. Investigated for Adam and Sharon. Bar has a nuance of prohibiting access to. Yes, whereas smoking is banned, whereas you are barred from this pop bar. To refuse. You are offered something and you refuse it. No, I don't want it. Whereas deny is to say, I didn't do this. I'm not responsible. Refuse is an offer. Deny is an allegation, an accusation. You deny an accusation, but you refuse an offer. Hi Ginsberg. Here. Intimated. Here, so, okay. Hi Ginsberg, great to have you. Investigated for Manisco and Manji. Investigated for Patricia and Oksana. Investigated. Okay, so they explored the incident. You explore a place. You explore possibilities, but not an incident. You search a place. You inquire into an incident. You delve into an incident, and you investigate. Yes, investigated. So, hi Trang again. Good to have you, Trang. And Funda as well. Okay, lovely to have you both. Lovely to see you, Funda. Okay, and let's try the next one. Let's keep going. Here. Investigated, Funda. Absolutely, investigated was the answer. The scandal only served, delivered, provided, supplied, performed to boost, to increase Wells's reputation as a creative genius with a mastery of storytelling. There was an investigation into his actions. Not into him, into his actions. There was an investigation into his actions, into the incident, but you investigate somebody, you investigate into his actions. So, served for Bogdan and Vitali, served for Dewash, served for Alex. Star never bar too far from the nest. I don't know that one, Yuri. So, served for Funda, served for Oksana, served for Sharon, served for Manji. He denied having used the axe, even though his prints were on it. Served for Ronan, served for Adam. Delivered, provided, supplied a boost. Yeah, but it's an infinitive, and that's the point. Yeah. Okay, so served as a boost to, delivered a boost to, provided a boost to, supplied a boost to, performed no, served to boost, served to boost. Sherlock Holmes investigate. Start too far from the nest. I honestly don't know it. I really have no idea. It sounds like something that is playing with the R sound, but I honestly don't know. So, served is the answer. Provided a boost to, not provided plus an infinitive. Provided noun, supplied noun. Delivered noun, but served to verb. Fingerprints, that's the word, Patricia. Calls to boost. Okay, calls for at the beginning, Funda. Yeah, served to boost, absolutely, Funda. Okay, I honestly don't know. Star never bar too far from the nest. I honestly don't know, Yuri. Whoops. Why? Bear with me a second. Okay, I've got technical problems here. Okay, I'm going to have to close this and with Conrad's imprinting. Okay, bear with me 1 second. I'm sorry about the bear with me, I'm almost back. Yes, here we go. Okay, so here's a new one anyway. I'm sorry about the okay, so yes, here we go. So okay, that's it. There's a glitch. Okay, hi Shrijan, great to have you. Okay, so let's see. As long as necessary. That's lovely, Patricia. Thank you. Okay, this is the one which I got into trouble with. And here goes. It would go on to prompt, cast, pitch, provoke, propel him to Hollywood, where he would direct and star in 1941's Citizen Kane, often cited as the greatest film of all time. Okay, brilliant. So, there was a glitch, but the glitch has gone. Yes, there was a glitch. There has been a glitch, but the glitch is finished. To promote him to Hollywood. I quite like promote. Yeah, I think promote's quite good, from a radio producer to a Hollywood producer. It's great to have you, Srijan. So, okay, we've got propel for Oksana, for Bogdan, for Sharon, for Renyard, for Vitali, for Funda. Cast him to Hollywood. Cast, no, you're probably using cast in the idea of throw, but not cast. To propel, propelled him for Lucky, propelled for Manji, propelled for Adam, propelled for Patricia and Funda and Ronan. Propel to is commonly seen, yes. Both, Yuri. There has been, because it just finished, or there was. Both, Yuri. Catapulted, I love the word catapulted. So, propel, P-R-O-P-E-L, to push. Okay, so to catapult him to Hollywood. I think catapult is a great word. Let's try the next one then. And Ray Bio. Cast him to Hollywood. No. Let's see, you cast somebody in a film, yeah, but to cast as well, to throw. Did a deep dive and determined. So, Welles recounted how a few years later, news broke, burst, bust, snapped that Japan had launched a surprise attack on the US base in Pearl Harbor during a patriotic performance he was giving on radio. Okay, so, news. This is a collocation. I've no idea what it means either, Alex. Okay, news. Hollywood. That was a pun. Hollywood's a very good pun. I love it. Okay, so news. Yeah. Breaking news. Well, no, Oksana, they didn't believe him. They didn't believe that the news was true. So news broke. News broke. Breaking news. The news broke. Absolutely. Yeah? Broke. Absolutely. That's very good, Ronan. So, it broke that Japan had launched this attack. Whoops, this is going to be too long. Copy. And copy and send and send. I was in the midst of some hymn of praise to the American cornfields or something of the kind, he recounts, when suddenly a gentleman darted, fluttered, boomed through into the radio station, held up his hand and said, "We interrupt this broadcast to bring you an announcement. Pearl Harbor has just been attacked." Okay, so let's see. A person threw into the radio. No, he didn't throw into the radio station. To boom is to make a loud noise, to make a loud booming noise. Yeah, he barged into. I like barged into is a good thing. Broke into works as well, Vitali, very definitely. To flutter, you flutter like a leaf. A leaf flutters in the wind, or a piece of paper flutters in the wind. A flag flutters. Maybe I could flutter my eyelids, my eyes at you. To flutter, it's a little movement, a piece of paper or a leaf fluttering in the wind. So, we've got darted for Oksana, for Vitali, for Bogdan, darted for Manji and Renyard, darted for Lucky and Patricia and Adam and Sharon, and darted for Funda. Cut into. Cut would work, Yuri, yeah? Served to confirm Wells's reputation. Darted for Ronan as well, and I think darted for Shirjan. Rammed, yes, the door of the studio. So he darted into. To dart is to go very quickly. He darted, zoom, he darted into. Yes, but the F and the D are next to each other. Dashed, popped into, zoomed into, charged into, to dart from place to place. Yeah, a dart is something that moves very rapidly. To dart. Sneaked into, snuck into. Dart, definitely Shirjan. Okay, and a butterfly flutters its wings. Burst into, yes. Hair. And of course, this very serious and terrible news was never believed, considered, deemed, reckoned. Not for hours by anybody in America. Because they all said, well, there he goes again. Really rather bad taste. It was funny once, but not a second time. Okay, dart is a game, yes, but to dart, to go rapidly, to move like a dart. Okay, nobody so. We've got believed for Vitali and Renyard and Bogdan and Sharon. Darts with an S, Yuri. Believed for Manji. Nobody deemed, he was never deemed to be true. Let's see, to deem is a transitive verb. Deem needs an object. Flickering, fluttering flame of a candle. Was never deemed to be true. Also, to deem is very formal. is to take to believe that something has done. So believe for Adam and Ronan and for Patricia. So it was never reckoned. No, it was never considered. It was never believed. Yes, I before E. Good. It was never believed. Yeah, so nobody believed him because he'd done it before. Whoops. This one's no good. It's too big. Bear with me. 28, and that works better. Yes. Okay. In the years since, good. Believe for Ronan and Patricia. So, in the years since, there has been much debate about whether the level of panic the broadcast actually caused has been overstated, far-fetched, overkilled, overreacted. Was never credited, was never given credit to. I like that. That's good. That's good. Or indeed, how many people actually heard the broadcast, as opposed to reading the newspaper reports about it. Yeah. Okay, but you often miss the mark. So, we've got overstated for Lucky for Sharon. Taken at face value. Yes, Yuri. Exaggerated, says Dewash. Exaggerated works, yes. Overreacted for Bogdan. Overstated for Vitali. Overstated for Lucky. Overstated for Oksana and Adam. Overreacted for Renyard, and Manji goes for overstated. Propel for the previous one. Yes, Ginsburg, definitely. Okay. Overstated for Patricia. So let's see. If something is far-fetched, it's not believable. His story was far-fetched. He gave a far-fetched excuse. If something's far-fetched, it's difficult to believe. Manisco says overreacted. Alex says overstated. To rocket. To boost. Yes, Ginsburg. Has been so. Overkilled. Well, if something is overkill, you say it's too much, but overkill is a noun. Okay, so the cause, a person reacts. Therefore, people overreacted. But the cause, the panic caused, was overstated. So you overstate, you say that something is too much. So it's overstated, whereas overreacted, people react too much. Overkill is a noun, not a verb, so it doesn't fit. And far-fetched is just not believable. So the panic was overstated. People overreacted. Alright. Continuing to here. But regardless, it remains a monument, memorial, landmark, beacon moment in broadcast history, and a testament to the power of storytelling to capture the imagination of an audience. Was over the top. Yes, Yuri. Okay, so it remains a monument moment, a memorial moment, a landmark moment, a beacon moment in broadcast history. This is a good collocation. Shirjan says a memorial moment. So landmark for Vitali, Bogdan, Lucky, Alex, Renyard and Manji. Landmark for Ronan and Oksana and Sharon. Okay. A memorable moment. Yes. A memorial is normally something to the dead. A monument. A monument is like a statue. No, a beacon is a great big fire. A milestone. Milestone in broadcast history is a good phrase to use. So it was a landmark moment. It was an important moment. It was definitely a big thing. Okay, entered for Ginsburg. A landmark moment. Yes, Patricia. Yay. Okay, a landmark moment. Yeah, a landmark moment. I don't know. The fall of the Berlin Wall was a landmark moment. The end of the First World War was a landmark moment. Okay, let's try. And that's the end of this article. A watershed moment. Watershed is a great word. And this is the link to the original article. Okay, now we're going to start a benchmark moment. A benchmark. Benchmark is normally a measure of quality. So, yeah, a monumental moment, a monumental event. Okay, so we finished that article, and we're going to start a new one. I'm going to do just one to enter into the new the new article, Ronan, but just the one. So how an objective measure of pain could counter bias in medicine. Okay, so here we go. Just one more question. This is going to be the last for today of the science of pain. A turning point. Turning point's a good word, Patricia. The science of pain is complex and its assessment subjective, leading to bias and health inequality. Now researchers are searching for a loyal, reliable, steadfast, righteous, objective measure of pain. Taken as gospel. I like that taken as gospel, Ginsburg. So this looks like an easy one to start with. So righteous means somebody who always does the right thing. Righteous talks about morally right. Steadfast talks about support, loyalty and support. A dog is loyal. Whereas reliable, something that's reliable, it always works. So a reliable objective measure of pain. So we've got reliable for Alex, Oksana, Lucky, for Bogdan, for Renyard, for Vitali, for Manji, for Adam, for Dewash, for Sharon, for Patricia, for Adam goes for trustworthy. Yes, reliable for Trang. Yeah, so that's very good. Well, firstly, and now researchers are looking for, are seeking, are trying to find, are yeah. Continue to do. Yes, Dewash. Is it a term in psychology? Reliable and validity. Well, reliable means it works again and again. Consistent. Yes, a consistent one, Ginsburg, exactly. Unbiased. But unbiased is different. If something's reliable, it always works. It works again and again and again. Yeah, it's consistent. Reliable, absolutely. And like that, you've got the new article as well. And this is the article we will continue with next week. So, definitely, in search of, researchers are in search of. It's got this search again. Okay, so, let's see. Next stream is on no, not on Friday, on Thursday, which is the 18th of January. Named after Janus, at 3:45 p.m. UK time. No, three days for 182. It's 700 at the moment, Ronan. So it needs another 3 days. So thank you all for coming. It's been really good having you all. Thank you, and I hope to see you all on Thursday. So thank you to Adam, to Alex, to Ginsberg, to Bogdan, to Diwash. Thank you to Lucky. Thank you to Manisco and Manjira. Thank you, Manji. Thank you to Oksana and Patricia and Renyard and Ronan and Sharon. Thank you, Trang. It's good to have you, Trang. Thank you, Yuri. And thank you to Vitali as well. It's been great having you all. Thank you all for coming. It's great to have you. Thank you, Diwash. Okay, so take care, all of you. And I will see you all on Thursday, I hope. Bye for now.